What has happened in YouTube. So I was planning on doing like a Sam Sulek pre-workout car talk and then the post-workout, but on the way to the gym, my tripod fell over. It was a whole mess. So I was like, all right, scratch that, post-workout. So we are post-workout. I just hit upper. I'll overlay some clips. I'm not really going to go into depth about them. This isn't really a educational video for like the gym. This is more life advice because I just want to share what I've gone through. I know I'm young, I'm 18, but I still feel like this is some valuable stuff that a lot of people, especially around my age and younger, will take and see great positives and benefits and maybe implement it into their life. So, like I said, I'll overlay the clips here. I pretty much got everything filmed other than cable crunch, and then I hit an arm superset at the end, which I didn't get filmed. So, number one, life advice right here. Quit caring what other people think, right? So, I used to be like, I used to try to fit in with everyone and be nice guy. Like, you're going to find your people, right? Be you, be who you want to be, do what you want to do, right? The people, like-minded people, you'll find your people and you'll find the people that actually support you. So, like if you're letting the opinions of others, I know I talk about this a lot on my Instagram. If you're letting the opinions of other people, especially people you don't even know or like trust that aren't in your close circle, dictate what you want to do in your life, then you are limiting yourself a lot. And I used to be like that. Now, what you have to realize is we have one life. It's short. I know everyone says it and it's cringy, but just think a moment to like take a second to think about that, right? Why would you let other people dictate what you do? Why would you care what other people say and think that you don't even see very often, that you might see once in a blue moon, right? And like, I'm going to correlate this to the gym, but this can be like in so much more, like at your job, just day-to-day life out in public, like in the gym. Let's say you're scared to get into the gym, right? That's a big problem with a lot of people, right? You might be a little overweight. You might not think that you fit into the gym like it might be your first week in the gym and you're just nervous and you think everyone's looking at you, right? No one is. No one cares. No one actually gives a crap about what you're doing because other people have more important things going on in their life, right? It's not like, I'm not saying no one cares about you, but in a sense that's kind of true. Like people have families to look after people have kids, right? People have a job. If you think like you're looking silly on a tricep extension or a tricep movement and you think people are actually going to care, no one's going to care, right? I've whipped out the tripod at Planet Fitness. No one gives a crap, guys. You have to realize that because everyone has their own life, right? And if they do give a crap and they're bashing on you, who's actually in the wrong? Like you're in there to improve yourself. Same thing if like you're videoing a set or maybe you freaking grunt a little bit and people are giving you weird looks. It's like, who cares? You're bettering yourself. You're doing it for you. Don't let the opinions of others dictate what you do, right? Live the life that you want to live while you have the chance. So that's the first thing. Like literally stop caring. You can correlate it to so many things in life, but like the gym, like, okay, there's levels, right? Like you don't care what people think, but like don't like whip out your Johnson in the middle of the gym, right? Like there's levels to it, and I think everyone would understand that. But you get what I mean. Like same with like bringing meal prep into work or lunch, and like you're getting weird looks, or people are like, dude, like live a little bit, or you bring a meal prep to a restaurant because you're in a diet and people and your family's like, come on, man, like seriously. And just know, like you're doing that for you, right? You're not doing that for anyone else. You're not bashing on other people for binge eating McDonald's every weekend, right? If they want to say that's an eating disorder, what is binge eating every weekend on fast food? Is that not an eating disorder? Okay. So like I said, like just, you got to stop caring what other people think and do what you want to do. You are the only one that truly knows what you want to do. Sure, maybe like your close inner circle. I'm not saying go out and shun your parents, right? Just, no, it's me, I'm locked in. No, have your close circle and you'll find that close circle as you pursue your goals and stop caring about what other people think. Because no matter what you're doing, good or bad, no matter how good, how bad you're doing, someone's going to have something to say. No matter what, you're not going to satisfy everyone. And why would you try to? Right? Because that's just going to limit you. So, and honestly, if they are hating on you, everyone says this, but this is really true. If someone's hating on you, they're doing worse than you. Trust me. They're in a bad spot. They're not, their mind is wrong. They're trying to bring others down to make them feel better, right? So if someone's hating on you, they're doing worse than you. Remember that. But overall, I'm going to try to make this kind of quick, but just the moral of the story for the first point, quit giving a rat's ass what people think of you, and do you live your life, okay? Point number 2 that I was going to bring up, and this will definitely help out a lot of people my age, because I dealt with this, right? Social media use. Now, social media, with the amount of information that's on social media, I'm going to with the gym, because, I'm a bodybuilder, right? I want to be a bodybuilder. I want to step up. So I'm going to correlate this to the gym, but anything in social media, right? There is so much value, and you can actually make social media such a positive. Set time restrictions. Don't doom scroll reels and TikTok. I know it's freaking addicting, right? But set time restrictions. I do that every day. I have that set on my app, settings app. Highly recommend it. Do that. But moral of the story, there's so much value that you can take away from social media, and you can actually use it as a positive. But at the same time, you can use it as a negative, because me, I'm 18. And you see all these guys or girls, whatever. You see all these people on social media that are 22 to 25 and they're millionaires, right? And that's the standard that's on social media, because you're only seeing the elite, the 1%. And you just have to know that's just not realistic for that's like winning the lottery, right? You have to get very lucky for that to happen to you. And just know, if you're, I don't know, even if you're 25, I'm 18, I know, and I'm not trying to give 25-year-olds advice, but just know, if you have a job, right? If you have a job and you're making decent money, that, you're doing better than a whole lot of people. If you're able to buy your food, if you're able, or if you're like me and you're living with your parents, and you have a loving parents that are there to support you, and that are letting, they're buying your food, they're, you know what I mean? Just know that you're blessed, and that is a great position to be in. And don't think that you're going to get your dream job by 25 and you're going to have all these cars and all that, because it's just not realistic. And with all the things on social media, you just see it. And I've ran into it. I'm comparing myself to others, and it's it's your path. It's your life. Don't get carried and caught into everyone else's stuff, because all the stuff you see on social media, like I said, is the top 1%. So just know, if you have a part-time job, if you're my age and you're making some money on the side, and you have a loving family, and you're waking up and enjoying your days, right? Just know you're in a whole lot better situation, and people would be dying to be in your shoes right now. So that's another thing. And also with the social media, the people that you see are super successful, I guarantee you they've been low, right? If you're low in your life, I think we've all been there. We're up in the middle of the night and we're thinking about oh my God, what am I going to do in the future? What's my life going to look like? And you start stressing. All those successful people you see had nights like those, had down years, depressed, right? They had years where just nothing was going for them. And just know that what separated them from the average is they just kept showing up. They kept showing up no matter what the days look like, right? No matter how low they got, they kept getting the work done. And that's what showing up. That's why I love the gym, man, because the gym, it gives you something to chase. Physique development is a great thing. I'm not saying you have to go step on stage like a bodybuilder like myself. I have goals to step on stage. You can be a bodybuilder without being a competitive bodybuilder, right? And I highly recommend just moving. Get yourself into the gym, whether you just start going on walks, because it's going to give you something to chase after. And once you start seeing results, you will continue to push and push and push. And you'll actually enjoy the routine of waking up at similar times every day, at eating the same meals at similar times every day, because you're going to see your body change. And it is a great thing, especially if you have nothing going for you and you have no purpose you feel in life. Give the gym a chance. I promise you, you will not regret it. What that gym did for me mentally more than physically, right? I remember nights, just freaking midnight lifts alone. I record all my stuff now. I post on Instagram all the time. But for a year, right, it was alone. Me alone every night in my basement, home basement gym, just getting after it, man. I'm talking screaming my lungs off. Ask my parents. Unnecessary. But dude, what that did for me mentally, no one will ever understand what that did for me, right? I needed that 2 hours. I need those 2 hours, because for those 2 hours, everything's gone. That's why I highly recommend the gym. But that was kind of a ramble right there. But I'm just trying to drop some freaking life bombs on you, right? Because I feel, yes, I'm 18. Like I said, I'm young, but I feel like I can help out some people when it comes to life advice. the last thing I want to talk about, because my freaking post-workout meal is sitting in, I'm letting it cool off. I like a cool post-workout meal, but if you made it this far, I appreciate you first off. But the last thing I want to talk about is just, there's going to be bad days, right? And I like this analogy. I heard this on I listen to like podcasts and stuff. Like when I'm out on my morning walks, I am not doom scrolling on my phone. Don't do that. Another tip. First 45 minutes you wake up, stay off your phone. Do not hit your snooze on the alarm and doom scroll for 20 minutes in your bed. You see my bed right there? When that alarm goes off, baby, I'm popping out of bed. I have my morning routine. Yeah, but other than that, don't doom scroll in the morning. Come on. But I listen to a lot of podcasts and I heard this analogy, and it's like, you need some rain, right? Like you need those days. You need to have bad days. Because without rain, the plants don't grow, right? The sun shines great. It's great when it's sunny. You have great weather. But today, it was kind of a gloomy day. It's actually gotten nicer. But today, when I was driving to the gym in silence, because that's what I do, man. I take that time in my car, and it's just peace. It's just me thinking about my life, my session, and it was gloomy. And I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know why? Because when it's gloomy, when it's rainy, dark, everyone else is like, oh, they're down in the dumps. And I'm like, yeah, you need these days, right? These rainy days, man, that's what grow the plants. I know it sounds cringy, but it's true. You're going to have bad days, but those bad days make you grow as a person mentally, right? You get fired. I don't know. You get fired. You just have a bad day, right? You woke up late. You show up to school late. You fail your test. What do you do, right? Do you pout? Do you soak on it? Or do you move on and say, okay, I'm going to control the controllables. I'm going to forget about it, because what is thinking about something that you can't change actually going to do? All it's going to do is stress you out and make your day worse. Forget about it. If I fail a test, I've failed a couple tests in school, and I promised myself, right when I saw the grade, I promised myself, I'm going to forget about this. I don't care, because honestly, is it gonna matter in my life 5 years from now? No, it's not. That's for anyone that's in school and fails a test, fails a final exam. Just, it ain't gonna affect, because it's really not. So it's not that deep. But, yeah, so you need to have bad days, right? Bad days is what makes you who you are. Because on those bad days, on those days that you're feeling unmotivated, if you still just get the work done, you doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be pretty. You don't have to be motivated. I hate the word motivation. I've talked about this before, because motivation isn't real. It's discipline. It's having your set non-negotiables, and it's executing. That's what makes the difference between people with success and not, okay? And I know I'm talking like I'm super experienced, but I'm chasing after what I want. I'm implementing this into my life every day. Every day is an opportunity for me, and I wake up and I pray, and I thank the Lord that I woke up and my family woke up. And just take those days, man, and just get better. Get one step better. I know what I want in the future. I want to be an online fitness coach full-time. I want to step on stage in 2027. I think I'm going to name this episode 1, because I've made a couple YouTube videos, but episode 1, Road to Stage, little life advice with some I might have posted some visuals, post-workout visuals. We'll just see. By the way, I'm not looking great right now, right? Actually, I'll talk about that here in a minute, but I want to end this right here. So, what was I talking about? I'm keeping it raw with you guys. Okay, so those bad, I know what I want. I'm sounding like I have a ton of experience in life, which I don't. I'm only 18, but I know what I want. Every day I wake up, pray. It's another day. It's another opportunity. If you woke up and your loved ones woke up and you are able to chase your goals, it's a damn good day. I'm just here to tell you. And take those days and enjoy them. So every day I wake up, man, I am committed to putting all my effort into my clients, all my effort into the gym, meal prep, everything is bang on. I am executing, and every night I go to bed, I can say to myself, I gave everything I had, and I'm one day closer. Hard work pays off. Okay, with the post-workout visuals, I'll just talk a little bit about where I'm at right now. If you've made it this far, I do actually appreciate you, seriously. And if you're interested in coaching, cheap coaching, 1 month free, Phipps Fit, baby. Let's do it, all right? I would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get my foot in the door with this, and I truly believe I can transform your physique just like I transformed mine myself, and I actually have a couple client transformations on my Instagram if you want to check that out, Phipps Fit. Shameless plug. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay, so with my those post-workout visuals, if I put them up there, yeah, I'm not happy with my look. I'll be honest. I've been in a gaining phase for like 30 weeks, a calorie surplus. Do I care? It's summertime. Aren't you getting shredded? Nope. I'm going to be fluffy. I'm going to be a fluffy white boy this summer. And yeah, I mean, I want to be lean. Like I was super lean last year, and I know I could get lean in like literally a month or two because I'm not carrying like that much body fat. But I know what I want in my future. I want to step on stage in late 2027. Will I have enough muscle mass? Only time will tell. But I know that I need to be in a calorie surplus, and I need to be just worrying about, like, when you're in this gaining phase, you're going to see your look fade away, and it sucks. But you can't get obsessed with the look, right? That's where you just progress your training. Work on just getting strong in the gym, because I'm telling you, getting strong in the gym correlates to just putting on more muscle. It just does. Train hard and get strong when you're in your gaining phases, and don't worry about the look too much, because just know, I know that next summer, I'm going to look like a freak. Well, not a freak for me. I'm going to look the best I've ever looked, okay? It's my journey. I'm not comparing myself to others because they're from freaking genetic freaks that are my age. But yeah, that's it, guys. I know I said I was going to keep this. I tried to keep it under 10, but we're at 16. So I'm going to end it here. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys if you watched any of it, if you took anything away from it. That's all I want, man. You know, I have 700 posts on Instagram, and I made a post on this. I only have like 320 followers or something, 700 posts. But I said, you know, if I can give one person advice or make one person laugh, I did my job. I made my day. That's why I make my content. Like, I don't like go back and like look over things. Like, no, if I make the video, I'm freaking posting it. I'm not hesitating. But yeah, I'm rambling. You know, I'm rambling. So peace.